Good evening. This is the news. I'm your news host for tonight, Catboy News. In the news. Last weekend, many Hawaiians were terrified over a mistake made by the early warning system, which is only a small thing when they find out that most Americans since World War II regard Hawaii to actually be the early warning system. Many Hawaiians were upset at the false alarm, as many made rather embarrassing decisions based on the fact that they thought they were going to be dead soon. A dock worker in Pearl City, convinced he was facing his final moments, told a supervisor what he thought of him, peppered with several colorful expletives, then proceeded to push his boss to the ground, stood on his chest, and defecated on his face. One parent was distraught that they had several children in different schools all over the island and only had time to save one. I guess now that family knows who the favorite is. In the latest round of young adults trying to qualify for the Darwin Awards, there is an online dare for a person to swallow a colorful packet of highly condensed detergent known as the Tide Pod Challenge. Everywhere across the United States, hundreds of children are winding up in emergency wards with extreme illness while attempting the Tide Pod Challenge. It's grown so out of control, Walmart has actually taken to securing their detergent behind locked glass so no one could steal the detergent and eat it. One child so far has died from the challenge as an autopsy revealed his digestive system looked like it had suffered a military-grade chemical weapon attack. The doctor said it made a horribly gruesome death, but the mother took comfort that her child died with clean underwear on. In Sacramento, a man dialed 911 to report that he was a man trapped in a woman's body. When he was pressed as to how this justifies an emergency, he said he was never going to accidentally swap lube with superglue ever again. ISIS has announced they're getting into the sex industry by developing a sex doll that blows itself up. India's latest nuclear submarine was crippled last week when a sailor left the hatch open after it had dived. The captain, this is a true story, a captain blamed the mishap on technical support, which he said was someone on the phone with an English-speaking person who was terrible at speaking Hindu and had an unintelligible British accent. After Donald Trump was outed for saying shithole in front of a mixed group of lawmakers in the White House, Las Vegas has started taking odds that the president will use the N-word in front of a hot mic on live television. Odds are 3-1 before the end of February, Black History Month. Plans for the future Donald Trump Presidential Library is said to be the very first presidential library in history that will come with a parental guidance warning. And as a shutdown of the United States government looms this Friday, Donald Trump is once again strongly pitching his idea to build a wall. Today he was quoted as saying, "All I'm saying is China built a wall 2,000 years ago. They made the Mongols pay for it, and they still don't have any Mexicans." And this week on Catboy News, we're going to have a special edition for you. We're going to have an editorial. This is an opinion brought to you by Catboy News. A week ago, last Sunday, at the Golden Globes, after watching Oprah Winfrey give a rousing feminist speech on an award show, millions of Americans instantly and giddily decided that the ideal 2020 Democratic nominee had appeared. The gushing over Oprah's potential presidential run makes me want to cry out, "Jane, you ignorant slut." I have absolutely no faith at all in this woman and any administration she would arrange to preserve the sanctity of facts and the sciences any more than I do in Donald Trump and his administration, who are attacking the sciences so GOP's billionaire buddies in the energy business can keep burning oil and coal and pollute the shit out of everything. Oprah and Trump are two sides of the same science-denying coin, and I justify that by The pieces of shit that Oprah has consistently had on her show that promotes the idea that buying into a celebrity opinion is as genuinely beneficial as attaining real knowledge. That list of guests, by the way, includes Donald Trump. Dr. Bill is the son of a bitch who exploits misery and mental illness like holding an episode of Jerry Springer inside a mental health ward. Dr. Oz is a carny-barking, snake-oil-pitching, straight-up fraud artist. Jenny McCarthy is directly responsible for endangering people's lives and many deaths by pushing the lie that there's something wrong with vaccination, and Oprah shares some of that responsibility for giving McCarthy a mass media forum to express utterly wrong and irresponsible beliefs. Gwyneth Paltrow and her kind are pitching homeopathic witchcraft that has a level of cult-like crazy that emulates Scientology and is based in as much fact. Marianne Wilson, Deepak Chopra, and all their kind and everything they sell, transcendental bullshit, The Secret, and whatever the hell goop is supposed to be, is ultimately another fraud that is out for money and gullible people who have a religious and unwavering faith in celebrities. Oh, hell no. Please, America, the world is begging you. You have nuclear bombs. Please elect a qualified politician, not another goddamn TV personality.